I went away, and even as I got older, family became even more important to me, you know. So let's all try to just continue to reach out. Distance separates a lot of us these days. But what do we have? Cell phones, social media. Look at us today. We wouldn't have put this family reunion on if it hadn't been for social media and email and text messages and phone calls. So this gives the opportunity for us to just stay more in touch with each other. Thank you, Aunt Z. We really love you. We appreciate you and all that you do. You were always my idol. Every person growing up has a person that they looked up to in life, and she was the one for me. Even down to dressing. Aunt Z was the sharpest and still is the sharpest dresser around. Yes, she is. Okay, now we're going to have Miss Gesna and come up, and she's going to give us a quick talk about the Detroit connection. What happened, because they were the first family to move to Detroit. So she's going to share with one of the first families anyway, but she's going to share with you a few tidbits about her experience in Detroit, and then what happened after she moved on to. Good evening, everyone. Okay, you know I'm Gesna Abrams Goins. Robert and Zella Abrams' only child. So that tells you right there, we start out, I'm spoiled rotten. At least that's what I'm told, I'm spoiled rotten. Everybody told me that except my mother. She made sure that I was not spoiled rotten. And because I'm an only child, I had no sisters or brothers, I know all of my first cousins. I knew all of my first cousins when I was living in Detroit. And I know all of my first cousins now. Plus, I have first cousins on my mother's side of the family, and I know all of them. So that's the closest I have to sisters and brothers as first cousins. When I was growing up, I didn't really recognize my connection to my family. I knew that I had two older cousins who were males, and I had a crush on both of them. John David and Fred. I just thought they were the greatest thing in the world. And the only boys in my life. Because John David was first, Fred was second, Bonnie was third, and then there was me. But they lived in Alabama, and we moved to Detroit in 1948. In fact, we moved here just before our grandfather got killed. And then we had to turn around and go back to Evergreen for his funeral. But when we moved here, Uncle David lived here. He didn't have any children at that time, so I was the first of the grandchildren to come to Detroit. And I remember, now I have this memory in my head, and I don't know if it comes from being told about it or I actually remember it. Probably I was told about it because I couldn't have been more than 3 years old. I was somewhere between 2 and 3 when Uncle Ernest and Aunt Betty came to Detroit, and they stayed with us. And the place they stayed with us in was one bedroom. It was one room. It had a big bed in the front and little beds in the back somewhere. I don't remember how long they stayed with us. I just remember that they were there often. From there, we moved over on St. Outline on the east side. And I know Uncle Jesse stayed with us because they made me give up my bedroom to Uncle Jesse. But I was still crazy about him, even though he got my bedroom and I had to sleep in the living room.